This would be our greenhouse. This is a Harbor Freight greenhouse we picked up here in Missouri. We did have to reinstall most of these panels due to a windstorm about a month and a half ago. So in reinstalling the panels, we took some suggestions from other people. We caulked every panel in, as well as screwed every panel in. I don't know if you can see right here, there's a screw coming from the outside into this cross piece. We did that as a precaution, trying to keep this thing together. The windstorm had actually ripped the doors off, pulled out about half the roof and about half the walls. So now that it's back together, we went ahead and we built these potting benches. And we've also been trying to get an idea of what the temperature will maintain out here. Currently, the temperature here where we're at says it's 55 degrees and sunny. So we've got a thermometer hiding under here to try to keep it from getting direct sun. Shows that we're just over 70 in here, which has been pretty decent. So there you can see one of our dogs. She wants in here, but I closed the door. So again, this is our greenhouse. The benches were 2x4s, and then these are cedar fence planks cut and laid in on both sides. Floor is 1 inch minus gravel. That's 2 loads of gravel. Alright, so I think that concludes the morning chores. I need to double check the chickens, and then we should be done. I do have a rain barrel catching water off of the roof of the chicken coop and providing water, but in some of our first freezes, one of the cups pulled out and I haven't got a chance to get out here and fix it. So the barrel is collecting water, the chickens just aren't benefiting from it. So in the meantime, we have a pan of water here, and we also have a heated water bowl over by the house. And we do let the chickens free range, so we leave this door open just enough to let them in and out and try to keep the dogs out, because the dogs seem to like chicken feed, and they'll get in here and try to eat out of these feeders. And these feeders are just PVC pipe with a Y at the bottom. I ended up having to put this collar in here, which is now screwed in, but otherwise the chickens were just scooping the feed out onto the ground. This actually has a lip that keeps them from being able to pull the feed out. They can just reach in, get what they want. That's worked out really well. And with the amount of feed that we can hold within those 2 feeders, if we were to keep the chickens enclosed in here, that amount of food would last them about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And then with this 30-gallon water barrel that I talked about earlier, they would have plenty of food and water to sustain them for well, water would last them, I would venture to guess, months without running out, and food for 2 weeks. So they could go be in here completely closed up and self-contained for about 2 weeks without having to come out here and do anything. But again, with the water system broke, that's not as true at the moment, but I will get around to fixing that. It's been a good setup. That barrel I picked up on Craigslist for $12 or $15, and then just a little bit of plumbing. I'd say I've got in that whole thing definitely less than $50. Probably even less than $40, to be honest. And that pipe you see there on the side is just an overflow for when the barrel gets full. It comes down and lets the water out on the ground. Wendy had actually planted flowers along here, but before we had our big divider fence that you see out there, before that was put in, the chickens had got back here and kind of dug it all up. So I think the plan is for next year to plant more flowers. See, here's one of our dogs. He's the smallest of the three, therefore he thinks he can come in.